Dow Jones Industrial is down a whopping 223 points right now to sit at 26,207. Nasdaq Composite also down 55 points to sit at 79.95. S&P 500 down 19 points to sit at 29.04. Hey, Starbucks is recalling a coffee press. Starbucks is recalling the Bottom and Starbucks co-branded recycled coffee presses due to a laceration hazard. The French press has a glass beaker and dark gray frame and light gray handle with knob. 230,000 were sold in the U.S. since 2016 for about $20. Consumers should immediately stop using the recalled coffee presses and contact Starbucks for instructions on how to return the coffee press and get a full refund. Now, it's going to be a store credit. Returns will not be accepted at stores. Gen Z, that's young adults between the ages of 18 and 25, say they are already saving to buy a home, and more than half are planning to be homeowners in the next 5 years. This is according to a survey by Bank of America. The survey found to reach their goal, Gen Zs would rather use $5,000 to save for a down payment rather than plan a dream wedding, go shopping, or even take a vacation. Over half of Gen Zers say starting a family was a top reason for buying a home. So to save, Gen Zers plan to get a second job, go to a university that would leave them with less debt, or move back with mom and dad. The drugstore chain CVS is reporting it will close 46 stores in some struggling locations across the nation. There are closures in at least 13 states and the District of Columbia, including some in major cities like Chicago, San Francisco, Minneapolis, and Detroit. While that's only about 1% of the 9,600 CVS stores, it is expected to cost the company about $135 million. The move comes as CVS continues to shift more of its retail dedicated floor space towards healthcare services. Over half of Americans face financial hardship because of medical costs. A new study from the American Cancer Society found 137 million adults had problems paying their medical bills or even delayed care because of cost. People with less education, multiple health issues, women, and the uninsured were more likely to have medical debt. Experts say without changes to the healthcare system, this problem will likely become much worse. A separate study reveals out-of-pocket costs for neurologic medications soaring. Researchers tracked 12 years of insurance claims for patients with Parkinson's disease, dementia, and multiple sclerosis. The amount they paid for medications rose sharply, especially for MS drugs. The average cost for MS prescriptions 20 times higher in 2016 than back in 2004. Hey, most kids and teens who drink diet beverages do not save calories. Researchers from George Washington University looked at what over 7,000 youth ate and drank over a 24-hour period. Those who drank low or zero-calorie beverages consumed about the same number of calories as kids who drank sugary drinks, but they also took in about 200 more calories than kids who drank water. Chris?
Bets are being made on